plaintiff, Gerald Sears, is a repo man and says the defendant would often flirt with him, but he was never interested in her. After he and the defendant traded cars for personal use, he got a work order to repossess the vehicle that he'd just received from the defendant. Gerald suing for the value of the car. Defendant Alyssa Combs insists Gerald is the one who flirted with her, and after they became friends, he offered to buy her breast implants if she agreed to flash him on a regular basis. Alyssa's countersuing for car repairs.
Start with you.
Your Honor, how I met Alyssa was where I'd buy fuel and drink my coffee at the store and restaurant. She'd get flirting with me and that stuff every time I'd go there to buy fuel and stuff.
Like what?
Well, she'd smile and she'd holler across the mic out there when I'd be getting fuel, and then if I was sitting there drinking coffee, she'd walk over and speak to me in front of the guys and stuff like that, which, I mean, I wouldn't trade my wife for 5 women. You know, flirting's flirting.
Yeah.
It happens to him all the time, so he's used to it.
That's true.
Pretty
How'd
used
you know
to
that?
Yeah, I just know.
You seem like the type, right?
So I told her about this car that I had, and we got talking about it. So in July, I traded cars with her.
Describe that. What do you mean by
My car was a
trading?
1998 Mitsubishi Eclipse, and her car was a 2001 Nissan Altima. Her car had to be fixed, which I do car repair and stuff anyway, when I do repoing.
So you're a repo man?
Yeah. And then I signed my title over to her the next day on July the 19th or something like that. And I asked her about her title, and she said that she had one coming in the mail because she lost the title. So I waited, never did get no title. So 3 weeks later, I get a repo paper in the mail.
For you to repo something?
To repo the car that she traded me.
Let me understand. You are a repo man for a living.
Yeah.
You buy a car from her, essentially, trade a car.
Yeah.
She's supposed to give you the title.
Yeah.
You get the car,
Yeah.
but not the title.
Not the title.
You're waiting on the title.
Yeah.
You're walking around at work one day, and you get an order.
Yeah. I go home.
Mr. Sears, we got a repo for you. You got to go out and get today. It's your car.
It's my car. Yeah.
They ordered you to repossess your own car.
Yeah.
But it's the car, of course, that she sold you.
Yeah. Have you ever tried to repo something of your own?
No.
It's very hard.
Well, you know, it's very hard,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it is. I agree.
Ma'am, tell me this isn't true. Talk to me. What's happening here?
Okay. We did meet where I work. He came in there all the time. I mean, maybe the flirting was mutual, but obviously I feel like it was coming from him. He asked me to start riding on repos with him, and he was paying me.
That was your dates?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
paying
it.
me $10
Ride in
an
that
hour.
truck and let's go repo some cars.
There you
And
go.
I hope that gets you excited.
I
Go
was
ahead.
a single mom, so I mean, I felt like it was, you know, an opportunity for me to make some extra money. In the process, I mean, things got vulgar. He offered to pay for me for breast implants in order for me to flash him in exchange for that. I mean,
He
things.
said, I'll buy you some
Yeah,
breast
if you
implants
show
if
them
you
to me.
flash me regularly.
Your Honor.
Yeah.
Your Honor.
Yeah.
I couldn't even afford to buy my wife breast implants, more or less her.
Okay, all right.
So anyways, I did not go on any more repo runs after that. At the time, I did not know that there was a lien on that car.
So that was the deal. You give him your Nissan and he
Yes.
gives you his
The Eclipse. Yes.
Okay.
That car was also in my soon-to-be ex's name.
The car you gave him, the Nissan.
Yes. He had taken out a loan on it without me knowing, and whenever, I mean, I had no idea about it. whenever I went to look into these things after all of the lawsuit came about, I did find out he had took out a loan, not made the payments. That's why there was a
How
lien in
long
the
after you
repo.
received the car did you get the repo order?
3 weeks.
Okay, so you're telling me it's just a coincidence that within 3 weeks of him getting the car, the lien was enforced.
I don't know when the loan was taken
Remember, that
out.
sounds like you knew it was coming and you knew there was a lien, so you better give him this car and get his, and good luck to you. Hope they don't find it. And lo and behold, not only did they find it, they ordered him to find his own car.
Right. Well, in the process,
I done found
he
the
had told
car.
me that the Mitsubishi Eclipse needed no repairs.
That's your
That was-
counterclaim.
Yes. I mean, he told me I had a car that had problems. I was not capable of fixing that. He had a car that had no problems, that it had no mechanical problems. I get the car, I had nothing but problems from the car. I have all my receipts. I have a breakdown of the repairs that I've done to the car since I bought it.
How long after trading the car did you begin repairing it?
The very next day.
What type of repair?
The headlights did not work.
Did you try the headlights before buying the car?
They did work at the time, but it was a mess. It was a mess. It had been just...
Let me have your repair sheet. Did you call him about the repairs?
Yes.
What did he say?
He was supposed to get the headlight for me, and I never got it.
Wiring, gas. Do you have any receipts?
I do. I have all of them.
Let's have them, please.
That should be all of them.
The biggest thing I see, however, ma'am, is storage. What is that? Storage where and for what?
It was stored at his mechanic in the county I live in.
For how long?
It was several weeks, close to a month.
Why?
The headlights weren't working. The battery was already out when I bought the car. He was working on fixing it. I had to come up with money to get the repairs done.
Your Honor, when I let her have the car, it was running. Everything was working on it.
When
Yeah.
was that again? The purchase? Or
Back
the
in July.
trade? July.
Yeah.
So you're saying that you didn't get me a headlight. You didn't go and order me a headlight. And I
ordered
never
you
got
one.
it.
I ordered one headlight. I told her there was one
And you
headlight
knew that
wasn't
the
working.
alternator went out too.
I
I knew
could-
that
How
because
long-
you picked it up from
Your Honor,
somewhere with
I
me.
How
didn't
long
know
after
ahead.
buying the car did the alternator go out, ma'am?
Maybe a week.
I mean, I don't know an alternator. An alternator, you can buy brand new and it could go out the next day.
What did you tell her was wrong with the car, sir?
The headlight. I said,
I
there's
didn't
one
know about
headlight
the
ain't
headlight
working
until
on it.
after.
You told her that was the only thing wrong?
That's the only thing.
No, I didn't know about that until after I already got the car.
Alternator, $53. $357 is for what again?
Storage. That
Where
was
would
for
you
the
be parking
storage
it, ma'am,
for-
had it been working?
At my home.
So why couldn't you park it there?
I mean,
Gotcha.
yeah, I don't know.
Ma'am, I'll grant you the $53 for the alternator, and I suspect it was $150 in labor. So I'll grant you $203 for the repairs, because he told me that he assured you everything was all right except for the light. And indeed, within a week or so, your alternator went out. Had you not assured her and reinforced that today, sir, it would be as is. But the only way to get around an as is misrepresentation.
I agree.
And when
Well,
you
if you
told
would've-
her that, you misrepresented the condition of the car. If you just say, I don't know what's wrong with it, that's what people should say. When they're selling something as is, and they say, you know anything that's wrong? I don't know nothing.
I agree.
I don't know what's wrong with the car.
I agree.
It's as is. Take it or leave it. Just the way it is. Don't come back here talking about nothing wrong with it, because you're taking it as it is. But, sir, I am going to grant you your judgment. Who has the car?
It's at the
lien holder.
lien holder people's got it at the car auction.
All right, so
where I
we're
take
gonna
them to.
we're gonna give you the value which you gave up, $1,877. You still have the title, so it's still yours. And we're gonna subtract once again $203, leaving you, sir, with a balance of.
$1,674.
That's my judgment. Have a good day, folks.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. I'm willing to be friends with her. I mean, I ain't got no hard feelings against the girl at all. I just wanted my car back. or either let her keep the car and
My issue was that he never came to me. He didn't ever even speak to me about it. He told me that I could take him as long as I needed to pay. He knew I was a single mom of 3 kids, that I could take as long as I needed to pay him to do whatever. He was trying to help me, and then I get slapped in the face with this.